just arrived at our second job. What Michael will do first, he'll just mow this, but he won't mow it too short because we want it to have good recovery. So what we're going to do first, we're going to hollow core aeration, and then we're going to scarify using the Sissis rotor rake, and the rake will break up the cores, and this will reduce our time clearing up. Now I know the best way is to scarify then hollow core, but as a lot of you probably already know, everything depends on time, and time equals money. So there are jobs where I will switch it around depending on how much time I have on a job, but at these flats where I'm working at, I've gotten a sort of an agreement of how much I want to spend in a year. So there's some tasks I just have to do a little bit quicker. There's no right and wrongs in lawn care really, but there is wrongs. I mean, you could spray the lawn with glyphosate and kill it by accident, that's a wrong. In terms of all the other tasks, there are many different ways of doing things, and I've worked out if you really want to cut down on time, hollow core, then scarify, so you're only cleaning up once or twice, but if you do it the other way around, there's a lot more clearing up to do. So, you know, I watch a lot of the different lawn care channels, and you know, people got their different ways of doing things, so it's up to you guys to find your best way of doing things. But today we're just gonna push things forward a bit just to make it a bit quicker, and I'll get plenty of work throughout the year at this place, and that's so I can monitor things and you know, put fertilizer down when I want and stuff like that. And also I'm going to be putting some iron down and some fertilizer, and the fertilizer will be quite good to put down today because we're going to have some rain coming straight after, so it'll water it into the ground a little bit. So what I'll do first, I'm going to fit these to the aerator, and what these do is take a solid core of soil out of the ground. This enables nutrients, air and water to get down to the roots to encourage better growth. Always good to check the fuel before you get going. You don't want to do half the job and then have to put more fuel in. So I never fill this right up. I just put a bit at a time because you can cover quite a lot of area. So a bit like when you're using a lawnmower, you want to do the longest run as possible without turning. I'm going to go into the back because that's where Michael started mowing. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do first. I'm going to close the truck up, because even at a place like this you don't know who's about. So I'm going to close the toolbox up. So Michael's not cutting the grass short, he's just taking the tips off. Probably not absolutely necessary for him to do that today, but just means it will stay a bit short until we have to come back. Well, I'll put the camera here for a little bit and you can see me getting a bit of work done. You do have to accept that you can't get every little area in every corner, okay? This is what we're taking out of the ground at the moment. These cores about 1.5 inches long maybe. You can see the moss in there and the thatch. So like I said, this will help water get into the ground, so it helps with drainage. Also when you fertilise, it'll help the nutrients get to the roots and also get more oxygen in there, which will help the growth. So I'll just carry on for a bit and then I'll show you some scarification. I'm going to quickly blow the pass off now because I don't want anybody who lives here to step in any of the muck. What I've got to do now, I've got to take the aerator over to the next block of flats, but what I'll do, I'm going to clean all the wheels off the aerator first, get all the muck off, because I don't want to leave it all over the car park. Right, let's get this beast started. This is the Sissis rotor A. Basically this is just a slitter really here, but what it does, it throws out the moss and thatch, and if you want to go deep you can create a seabed if you want. But today we're just going to be scratching the surface because all I want to do is get the moss out and loosen it up. And I've also got another scarifier here, which is good for the finer lawns actually. And you'd be surprised how much moss this one can pull out. I'll try and get underneath it a little bit. So it's got a bit of a slitter on it as well, but it's also just got some wire, like a wire rake fitted on it, like wire tying. So that's pretty good at pulling the moss out as well. Club Cadet that is. Just do that, see what it is. I'm going to put that flap down because it will protect the car that's parked here, but maybe when I'm round the corner I might lift it up a bit more. So let's get it started. Turn that, make sure it's on position. It's cold because we haven't used it yet, so put some choke on it. The fuel's on. Right, give it a pull. Oh, I'm going to get it going and get you some footage. Okay, I've done 2 passes with the Sissus rotor rake now. I'm going to have a clear up and then I'm going to give this other scarifier a go and see how much more debris I can get out. One of the real benefits of using the Sissus rotor rake is that it breaks all them cores up into little pieces. It just pulverises them, which this scarifier I find it a bit harder to do. What I'll do now, I'll get it started. This one hasn't actually gone on and off on the engine. It's just put the choke on. You can find it. Hold the dead man's arm there. Mog's going to go ahead of me now with the Sissus rotor rake. And I'm going to start doing this. So yeah, them little tines on there, really good at just pulling the moss out and lifting the grass. So this scarifier is good for doing your small gardens and small areas, but big open areas I definitely choose the Sissus rotor rake because it's got the power drive on it, and I could be going in a bit deeper, but I don't really want to go too deep. I want to give it a bit of time to recover. I just don't want to be too hard on it at the moment. So what I'll do, I'm going to finish this pass, then do another one in another direction, and I think that'll be enough then. I just wanted to show you on this section. I'm not going to use that on all the lawns because we are limited on time. You can see my memory card's going to run out of memory in a minute, and I'm probably going to run out of memory too. I'll quickly show you Mike doing his scarifying. I think if the ground was even drier, the cores would actually just turn into dust. So like I said earlier, different lawn companies and different lawn businesses do things in different ways. On this particular job today, I need the clearing up to be quick, but on some of the residential jobs, on the smaller lawns, I would definitely scarify first, 2 or 3 directions, and then I'd hollow core aerate, so I leave the holes nice and free in the ground. But both ways, it's still going to give you a good lawn. Say goodbye, Mike. Say goodbye. If you like these videos, guys, please give us a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you later.